What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who may not know who I am, my name is Daniel Ortiz, and today we are going to be talking about how to take self pictures. Selfies? Self-portraits? I don't know what you really call them. It's basically pretty much, say if you have yourself a nice camera like a DSLR or a mirrorless camera and you don't know anybody that can take good pictures, you can easily take your own pictures. It's really simple. Now before we start this video today, I just want to ask you guys if you can do me a favor. If you haven't so, please follow me on Instagram down below. It is the Daniel Ortiz. That is my main page. And for those of you who are interested in how I take my pictures, I have a photography page called Daniel Ortiz Photos. All together. Now, let's get right into the video. Now there's a few tips that I like to recommend when you want to take self-portraits. Now it's not just having a camera, you also need some gear. Something like this. You need something that's gonna stabilize your camera to keep it super still. So I brought me a tripod. Now this tripod I've broken so many times. The top literally can fall off, which sucks. I'm hoping to get a new one soon because this thing is horrible. I don't remember how much I bought this for, but I know I bought it a little bit under $100. It's the Sun Park. It's done me pretty good before in the past, but I don't usually use this a lot, especially because I don't always take my own pictures. But I mean, no, scratch that. I always take my own selfies. Now for those of you who do not know, that I do actually take my own pictures that I have on my Instagram channels. There's not a whole lot of people that I can really trust to take pictures of me. There's a few, and some of them are learning, some of them are pretty good. But I'm very picky on how I look on my pictures. So I'm always setting up the camera by myself and catching the right angle. Because you're the only person that know how to take your own pictures. You know how to look good. You know it, not to sound really conceited or anything. So we're gonna do this in a different location. Now I'm thinking about making this into a 2-part, maybe 3-part episode, just to show different varieties, different locations and everything. So number 1, first location is going to be at a beautiful park here in Fort Myers called the Lake Regional Parks. Very nice. Well, let's go check it out. I'll be back, buddy, okay? I'll be back in a bit, okay? Quick, to the Batmobile. Woo! Alright, so right off the bat, before I even got to the entrance, which is literally right here, I already found this cool little open field spot, which I might play around with a bit, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm more of like a city guy, but I like a little bit of nature shots, so this might do good. Let's get it started. Alright, so now that I got my equipment already set up, it's time to get dressed. I had to take off my Joby because it was not holding on my camera steady because, you know, the lens that I have is so freaking heavy that it just decides to want to not keep steady. I have a tank on and I do got black jeans, which black jeans you can see, and I also got this sick denim jacket that I brought. Now I didn't want to wear it earlier because, you know, it's Florida, it's really hot out here. So I'm gonna try and not look like a sweaty grease monkey today, but just making sure, like I said, it really depends on the style of what you wear and everything. I'm not really the greatest at looking good or being stylish. So we'll see how this works out. Okay, so far I'm already ready. Now what I'm thinking is I like this green background because it's gonna make my outfit stick out a lot. So what I'm gonna do is probably set my tripod right around here, and then because I'm always using the 50mm lens, it's gonna give me that nice compressed look. So I'm gonna try to get a shot back here just looking. Either looking at it, it depends. But because I'm also a guy as well, I want that dominant type look. So we'll see how this looks out. Now another fun key that is really important to take your own selfie pictures. Now depending on what type of camera you have, for me, I have a Nikon that I'm shooting off. So luckily I have this app called the WMU, which is supposed to be like the Nikon wireless app. So all I really need to do is just pretty much turn on, when I'm switching my Wi-Fi, I gotta connect it to my camera so then I can get it to sync up. So I got Nikon app right there. All right. So now it is now synced. So that is what my camera is singing, which is really cool because you can set up how you want your style is. You can be able to see what your camera is seeing. So let's get this going. I forgot my hood cap on this. So this is gonna be a fun challenge because it's so bright out here, so much light. I wanna see if I can be able to take a picture with direct light onto it. So we're about to see how this works out. I want to try something else that's really cool. I'm thinking about repositioning my car and posing with my car with that background. So let's see how this works out. Woo! Now that's what I call flexing. I'm like sweating so bad right now. And everything, my cameras are like all on fire. So let's go pick a different location in the park and we'll see how everything works out. All right, so I'm here at the park and I kind of don't want to leave because it's really hot. Like, can you guys see that sweat that's like on me right now? Literally just that 20 minutes when we were at that one spot, I was drenched. I'm hoping none of that shows up on the pictures, but you gotta do what you can to look good. So luckily there's not a whole lot of people around here. I'm hoping to take some good shots. Yeah, let's see how everything goes. You guys have no idea how hot it is outside. I don't even know if I want to bring my jacket now, but I don't want to just take pictures in this, so yeah, I'm probably gonna bring it. So I don't know, for those of you who have actually caught on, this spot, this specific location here, is actually the first place that I filmed, that I've actually made a vlog, and it's on my YouTube channel, which is very weird because when I look back at it now, it's so cringy. And I think I actually shot on my very old Nikon. And I'm sure like a lot of you guys know, Nikon's not really the best for filming. And that was probably the one and only time that I probably considered filming myself on that camera. And then after that, I've used my phone. I've always used my old iPhone. It's when I started filming and taking pictures, for those of you who didn't know, which is so crazy that cell phones now these days, they change the game and everything. But you know, I finally got to upgrade. I saved up a lot of money and I bought myself a nicer DSLR and this mirrorless camera that I'm actually filming on right now. Alright, I think I might have an idea. It's a long shot, but I want to try this out. So I'm kind of feeling how the little grass right here is just flying because of the wind. So maybe I'm thinking about if I use the table right here to kind of be my tripod and just use my Joby for my camera. I want to see how that works out and see if I'm able to get a good steady shot of it. So right now I'm going to take the Joby off of this, put it on my Nikon, and see if I can do the placement right. I don't know. I was not feeling that spot at all, which is fine. There's a lot more places around here that I can keep trying to. It's just kind of hard. Like, the real challenge is trying to figure out your own angle, which is actually the easiest when you're taking your own pictures. But the challenge is trying to angle yourself and everything, which is grateful that I have that app on my phone. Luckily, I got so much space around here that there's nobody here to even watch or judge me. So I'm all good on that. Let's keep moving. Okay, I think I might be able to make this spot work because there's a bridge. I should be able to at least put my tripod like kind of right here. So then it should hold it and stabilize it better. Alright, that's a perfect spot like that. So I can get that nice little, I get the sun as a background, so it'll hopefully light up the backside of me. You can't really see it from here because it's so friggin' dark, but trust me, this shot is gonna look sick. Alright, so that was pretty much it. I got one more spot that I want to try out, and it's all the way on the other side. It's got like a very flower garden type of look to it. So I'm gonna try that out and see how that looks there. Dang, do you see that bird over there? He's got a long neck. Yeah, I feel like he would have killed me. Like he's still staring me down. He's like, he's watching me very closely. I love nature, but it's funny because I'm not a nature photographer now. I'm more of a portrait photographer, but I could do some nature slash portraits, mix it up a bit, as long as I have like a subject to focus on, you know? I'm not like an open field type photographer. But everyone's got their own niche, you know? Everyone's got their style. And mine just happened to be a portrait photographer. Well, that was nice. It was literally a mom stopped me and asked what kind of lenses I have and the camera, because she's trying to do maternity pictures for her friend, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of glad that I got asked for advice, which is very shocking and surprising. Literally, right after I talked to that mom, 3 other people stopped me and asked me if I was a YouTuber, and that They're wanting to watch my videos and everything, and it's awesome. I feel so humble right now because I'm not even a big YouTuber. I'm just a normal guy out here wanting to film and make a video, you know? So it's pretty cool. Look at this place. Tell me it's not magical.
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chin up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go. Float.
So my camera just died. I gotta head back right now to get a new battery. Yeah, I'm gonna edit these videos real quick and then I'll pull them up for you guys, show you my style of how I take portraits and everything, and then we'll see what you guys think. And by the way, if any of you guys who are asking, this is shot all on my Samsung phone. A nice wide shot, which is awesome. It's amazing. But yeah, what do you guys think? Maybe a review on my Samsung phone soon? Because I never tried doing a video of like filming with this and taking pictures. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Alright guys, after a while I finally got back. I got to change my battery out. All the pictures have been edited and I've picked down to just a few. So let's go over them. Now these are already edited, like I said. I've already tweaked it around a bit. Now the first shot I did was the close-up shot, the portrait vertical shot of me kind of looking back. Now I like this shot a lot because I was mainly in the center point. It showed half of my face, so it's a little mysterious. I had to change a lot, make it a little bit darker. So as you can see, I had to definitely increase my contrast a little bit. I lowered the crap out of my highlight just so I can get that blue, nice sky to come up. I raised my shadows just a tiny bit and a little bit of the whites, and I lowered my blacks down just a little bit. And with the temperature, I had to increase a little bit to the warmer side just because it's Florida, we're in the warm side of it, and I definitely raised my vibrance just to show a little bit more color and a tiny bit of saturation just to help it out. Now the next shot is of me vertical with my car and a nice smile. Look at that smile. Like, I'm not a bad looking guy, trust me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not conceited. I just, come on. I mean, I've been single for this long. Why haven't I met a girlfriend yet? No, but all in realist though, this shot was probably one of my favorites. So the same thing with this one, because it was a little bit brighter, I had to increase my contrast a bit, give it that nice cleaner shot. Lowered the crap out of my highlights again. This time I lowered my shadows a little bit and raised my whites, lowered my blacks a little bit. I didn't touch a whole lot on the temperature with this just because it was still showing a little bit of warm side, so I just raised my vibrance a bit. And then the same with these, just I increased my clarity and my texture to get more looks. It's a further shot look, so it was harder to get. And then same with the vertical one. Just because I love this shot a lot, I had to give it that nice, sharp, crispy look. And, you know, same thing with the clarity. I love the detail in my shots and everything. Now the one with me sitting by the grass with the water, they weren't my favorite shots, but they weren't bad. Like with this one, for instance, this shot of me looking away at the water, it didn't come out too bad, really. I had to definitely raise my exposure just a tad bit, just so I can fix that contrast. When I lowered my highlights, it didn't do a whole lot to help it. I mean, it's still a little bright, but I can still see a little bit of the blues there. I did raise my shadows. Whites were definitely lower down, and so were the blacks. Temperature, of course, warm side, vibrance, everything was pretty much the same. I'm trying to keep my styles consistent and the same. Like I said, you don't need a photographer You don't really need another person to take your picture, really. Because with me, I don't know a whole lot of photographers here in Fort Myers or Lehigh around here, so I have to constantly bump the game with my own pictures. I always take my own pictures. Sometimes I'll get friends now and then to take them for me, and I'll accept that. But I'm very picky on my pictures, and I'm sure a whole lot of you guys are too. I'm sure a whole lot of you guys felt like this was a little like, oh, but you have a DSLR camera, you have those big expensive cameras. You don't really need to pay for an expensive camera like this. Now for me, on the other hand, I want photography to be a business of mine. So that's why, of course, I bought me one of these. Because when you get an expensive camera like this, you want to kind of boost your game up a bit. Especially with the megapixels, you're able to blow out your pictures a lot bigger. And it all depends on your lens as well. I only have the nifty 50. I'm looking to buy me a different type of lens just because I want to try out different styles and exposure, lighting, and everything. I would love to get me a telephoto if I could, but that's going to be down the line. So tell me what you guys think of this video. I hope you guys liked it a lot. Please show me some love and support. If you liked it, please hit that like button, and I want you guys to do me a favor and please subscribe, okay? I do not have a lot of subscribers, and I do a whole lot. I'm not saying I do it for you guys, but I would love for you guys to support me. This is so much fun. Thank you to the people who I met at the park who were awesome. A lot of the people thought I was YouTubers, which was very funny because, I mean, I'm shooting a video for YouTube now, but I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm just a guy with the camera. Tell me, what do you think? Should I make another video with using my Samsung phone? I mean, I could take some bang pictures with these. Banger pictures. These will look sick. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!